Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Pittsburgh Pirates Dynasty playthrough. And today is the beginning of the 2020 baseball season, and I think this one's going to be a promising one. I'm looking for this team to. We finished 80 and 82 last year, so very promising. And we're going to get right into preseason predictions here. We're going to check this out. So they have the Yankees with 100 wins taking on the East. Oops, excuse me. Cleveland winning the Central, Houston winning the West, Atlanta winning the East, and the Central. They have the 108 win Chicago Cubs winning the Central. That is absolutely wild. 108 wins predicted. So that team is stacked. They have us winning 79 and 83, tied with Milwaukee for third and fourth there, respectively. And in the West, they have the Dodgers with 93 wins. Top hitters, do we have any? How do we not have any? How do we not have the reigning MVP in the top hitters? I have no idea. Top pitchers, though, Jameson Taillon they're predicting him to have one of the top years, which is very surprising, 13 and 10. So he had a good year, a mediocre year last year, and they're predicting him to have a decent year this year. So something to watch out for. Let's get right into our starting lineup. And so we have 38 players right now on an active roster, and we need to get down to 25 before we play that Cleveland series. And yeah, that's right. We're opening on the road in Cleveland, so we'll have a DH for that and such. But we're going to make some cuts, if you will, here. Edgar Santana, I want him. I don't want Hellwig at all, so we can demote him. Yeah, I figured he would need to pass through waivers, so we are going to waive and designate for assignment. That's fine. Triggs, I want Triggs. I don't understand why he's not in the rotation, but apparently they think Mitch Keller has done some really good work in the offseason. He's now a 3-star with a 3.5-star potential, so he is poised to have a good year, I guess you could say. Yeah, he could be tagged for high leverage. Oh, they think he's going to be a closer. I don't know. We'll see how he shakes out this season. That's definitely something to watch. He's got pretty good stamina, so we're going to send down Kyle Crick here. Demote. Oh, and he also has to clear waivers. So waive and designate for assignment. That's fine. And Luis Escobar, he is also going to be demoted. Okay, and we still have a bunch of pitchers here. I don't want Nervaraskis starting in the majors, so he's going to have to clear waivers. He might get taken off of waivers. See, that's the problem I'm running into. Glass now. I really want to put him down, but I know he's going to be claimed off of waivers. Tanner Anderson. I could put Tanner down in AAA. Yeah. Definitely going to need one or two more guys to go down here. But let's look at our lineups here and see if we can get rid of some. Why is Steven Brault here? What position do they think he can play? Set to first baseman. So they think he can play first base. Pitcher, starter, first baseman. That's interesting. So we're going to send down Stallings because there's no need for 3 catchers on our starting lineup here. Waive and designate. Yep, by Cole Tucker. I want him in the majors because I think he could play well. Yeah, I think he could do quite well. I'm not sure why it says he 2019. Okay, last year, 2019 MLB Minnesota. How does that make sense? He was on our team last year. I don't get that. We're gonna send down Eric Wood. Demote. Should I send down Max? I don't know. So here's also a pretty big surprise. Our manager, Joe Girardi, decides to not have Colin Moran in the starting lineup, and instead he's going to go with O'Neal Cruz here, the 21-year-old, who is a 2-star player. We will see how that plays out. Definitely something to watch. And let's see, we can put Elvis Escobar down. Demote. Jarek did well. We need to figure out this outfield situation, though. So it's going to be Jordan. I kind of want Frazier and Luplo, but Martin did well. Jordan George did pretty good. I mean, our outfielders all hit pretty well. I think we're going to send down... I think I'm going to send down Jarek here. Demote. And what's that put us at? 30. So we still need to get rid of 5 players yet. I think we're going to get rid of... I kind of like the switch hitting of Jordan George. And he's got really good defense. But Martin... I think I'm going to leave Martin up. Yeah, and I honestly don't even need 3 bench players here in the outfield, so I should probably send down another one. Not Adam Frazier. I like Frazier. I think he's going to be a good player. I think it might be Luplow, unfortunately. Can I send him down without putting him through? I want to put. Can I put Martin down without doing waivers? Okay, so I can do that, and that'll save me from putting anyone on waivers. And I think... How old is Tucker? Tucker is 23. I think we want him just a little more seasoning in AAA before we throw him into the mess that is the major leagues. So we're at our roster numbers 27 to 25. So we need to send down 2 pitchers, and I just don't know. I think we're just going to waive Glass now. Waive and designate for assignment. Yep, that's fine. And Edgar Santana. How much are we paying Santana? So he's making the minimum. I'm going to see if I can send him down. Demote. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, pitching, that looks really good. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5 is 12. That's perfect. All right, so we're here at we have our 25-man roster set, and it's going to be Starlin Marte, Josh Bell, Manny Machado, Yordan Alvarez, the rookie who has no experience batting cleanup, interesting. O'Neal Cruz right behind him, the rookie that has no experience. Gregory Polanco, Salvador Perez, and Kevin Kramer playing second base there. That's interesting pick that Joe Girardi went with for second baseman, but we'll see how that plays out. So we'll check out the schedule real quick. It's a 3-game set with Cleveland, and then 2 with Detroit, 4 with Cincy, and then Chicago, Miami, San Diego, Washington, and Cleveland again. So we play Cleveland twice, and they're predicted to have a good season, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to start simulating here, and we'll let you guys know if anything comes up or anything happens, and hopefully we'll see you at the end of this month. So let's get on with this 2020 season. I'm holding my head high here for this one, so let's go. Hello, everyone. So we made it to Saturday, April 4th. So we won our opening game, and we found out that the catcher we sent down, Jacob Stallings, was claimed by the Seattle Mariners. I don't know why they did that, but they must have had their reasons. And the Washington Nationals claimed Glasnow. I really didn't want to send Glasnow down, but he hasn't really panned out for us. So, is what it is at this point. He is no longer going to be a member of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sad day, but is what it is. So, yeah, let's keep moving on to end of April here. Hey guys, welcome to May 1st, and we are sitting at 16-9 in the standings, 2 games out of Chicago, and wow, very surprised. 6th in the league in runs scored. The number that jumps out to me is this starter's ERA, a 2.95 for second best, and that bullpen is absolutely filthy. So, wow. I mean, look at this rotation. No one above. Mitch Keller's got the worst ERA with a 3.81, and I mean, even that for him is fantastic. Musgrove absolutely turned his stuff around at 2.53. Evaldi a 2.02. Talion 3-0 with a 3.4. I mean, Brault looks great. So, the pitching's fine. Feliz is the worst pitcher, and he's our closer, is the worst pitcher out of our bullpen. So, that's kind of interesting and definitely something to look out for. But our lineup is doing Marte is not doing well, hitting 190, so that's kind of a hindrance. Our rookie, Jordan Alvarez, is hitting 250, 7 RBIs, so, I mean, that's okay. I really didn't know what to expect out of him. Obviously, Joe Girardi moved him around in the lineup. He's now batting second. Manny Machado in there, so he's got a bruised thumb, but of course he tore up the league in the first month, and he's on a pace to, I mean, he's probably not going to keep up that pace because he hit 10 home runs in April, but he is tearing the ball again. Josh Bell, our first baseman, in their batting cleanup. He had a pretty good first month. Colin Moran's batting 262. That's what we like to see. So I guess they gave up on the other. I guess they gave up on O'Neal Cruz. Oh, O'Neal Cruz is doing just fine, actually. He's hitting 308 with 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. So he's also not really. Third base looks pretty good. Polanco's hitting 220, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs after he missed last year. So, I mean, it's a little kind of a slow start for him, but we'll see what happens. Salvador Perez is only hitting 203. Kind of sad, but he has 4 home runs and 10 RBIs, and his WAR is positive, so can't complain on that front. And finally, Adam Frazier is playing second base. He's doing okay. I mean, nothing really to write home about. I mean, let's see what Kramer was batting 189. So second base is definitely a position we can look at to improve in the near future. So we might jump on that real soon. But the bullpen is bullpen and pitching is definitely keeping us in it right now. 7 games above 500, not really what I expected from the first month, but I'm very, very pleased. Swept Cleveland, took 2 out of 3 from Chicago, always huge, always huge. Yeah, so very promising start here. Let's sim through May and see what we got going on. Let's sim to the 14th, and we'll check everything out. And then maybe make adjustments at second base there. I don't really know who we can pick up at second base for no money, but we're going to see what happens. So stay tuned. All right, so we made it to May 14th. No real problems. We are 21-16, still 2 games out from Chicago, and we have a little bit better of an idea of what we're working with here. Starlin Marte picked that average up just a little bit. Alvarez dipped. So basically, we're getting carried by Manny Machado, who's having an absolute crazy year, and Josh Bell's doing quite well. Other than that, this offense is pretty tough and pretty rugged. The pitching's starting to fall a little bit. Mitch Keller's now 1-5 with a 5.40 ERA. Italian 4.57 ERA. But the bottom 3 here are still looking pretty good. Our bullpen is definitely our strength. We have the best bullpen ERA in the NL. So we're going to try and lean on that to pick up. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah, that's all looking good. O'Neal Cruz is actually second on the team with home runs. I really wish they would start him more, and because he's playing his heart out over there. So hopefully they let him play just a little more and have him start instead of Colin Moran, who's he's on pace for 22 home runs, 88 RBIs, but I don't like that average 233. We're going to quickly look at the waiver wire, and there's no second basemen that are interesting to me. I'm really looking to make a change at second. Salvador Perez's average dipped below 200. Kind of alarming, but we're obviously going to give him more time because he is 30, and I still think he is a pretty good player. He's definitely a spark, I believe. So, I guess the next move is to sim to... Wow, that is a tough loss, 11-0. I guess our next move is just to sim to the end of May and see what we have going on at that point. And yeah, let's get right to it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to we're in June 1st now, and the Pirates, you're reading that right, we are 12 games over 500, sitting at 32-20, and we are in first place, a game and a half up on the Chicago Cubs. And if you look at our schedule, that's actually what's up next is Cubs and Cardinals. So big series comes up. But guys, 32 and 20. Can you believe it? We are sixth in the league in offensive runs scored. Uh, Starters ERA is a second best, and the bullpen ERA is still number one. So I mean, we are killing it this year. Jameson Taillon looking absolutely fine, on a pace to win 15 games. I will take that. And of course, our lineup, Starling Marte hitting 239. He's still kind of struggling, but we're gonna look at that. Alvarez is starting to do okay, hitting 251. He has 3 home runs now on the season, and he's on a pace to hit 72 RBIs. That negative WAR though is a little concerning, so definitely keep an eye on for that. And our boy Manny Machado, 22 home runs through the first 2 months, 51 RBIs. I mean, he's on a pace for 69 home runs. That's incredible. I don't know how Manny Machado's doing it, but he's doing it, and he is. He's unexplainable. He's definitely the reason why we're just fire. Josh Bell's doing also very well, hitting 282. Colin Moran, 241. Okay, he's driving in runs, though, so that's what counts, right? He's on a pace for 84 runs. That's all right. Polanco's hitting 257. That's not bad for him. Salvador Perez got that average over 200, which I like to see. He's hitting, has 8 home runs and 30 RBIs, so he's on a pace for 93 RBIs, which will be just fine from him. And Frazier, though, is hitting below 200, so I'm definitely going to look to find some kind of second baseman to plug in there. Not really sure yet who. Mitch Keller's doing okay. That was going to be the big question mark this year. He's 3-5 at a 4.76 ERA. He's looking for a positive WAR though, so that just means he's getting unlucky with the record and stuff. So positive WAR is good. I will take it. And let's just look at the standings overall for you guys real quick. The Yankees, who have less wins than the Red Sox and yet are higher in the standings. Chicago White Sox are tied with the Twins. Houston is up on Oakland. The Dodgers are really doing wow. Dodgers are a great team, 36 and 16. They're up by 7. Us Pittsburgh Pirates are in first by a game and a half, and the Braves are up by a game and a half. And we are going to check for you guys the league leaders real quick through the first 2 months of the season. And let's see what we got. I don't know why it keeps putting me on American League. We want the National League. And Machado's in 4th on average, but with this guy, the 29-year-old Cardinal, Yukaya Nakono, because he just came over from Japan, he's hitting 338 to lead the league. Our boy Manny Machado has a 4 home run lead in the league leaders with 22, and Hoskins from Philly has 18, so good stuff. Machado's also leading in slugging by quite a lot. So that's fantastic to see. And he's also leading on base plus slugging by just .09, but that's still really good. He is also leading in WAR with a 3.3. A 3.3 WAR at this point in the season through 2 months is absolutely wild. Freeman's 2.7. So that looks good. Runs, Manny Machado. Total bases, Manny Machado. Sack flies, Jordan Alvarez. I like that. Isolated power, Manny Machado. So that all looks good. Did we see RBIs? Did I miss RBIs? Oh, RBIs, Bellinger. Machado's in second, 2 behind Bellinger for the league lead in RBIs. Okay, so that's that. Let's check out the pitching leaders for you guys real quick. And we have Yu Darvish with a 1.744 ERA, and you are seeing that right. Joe Musgrove has a 2.5 and is in 3rd, so that's always good. Saves, our boy Feliz is 1 save behind Corey Knebel for the league lead. Wins, oh, this is WAR actually, my apologies. Clayton Kershaw, yep. And Tyler Anderson and Syndergaard at 7. He won the Triple Crown last year, so that's interesting. And Tyler Anderson with 8 wins, he is having a stellar year for especially his technical skill level and for where he pitches there in Colorado. So that is really interesting. Losses, Merandy Gonzalez, 2-7. That's tough. Innings pitched, Taillon's in there, 70. League leaders at 75. Shutouts, nothing really crazy there. Complete games, Brault and Keller each have 1. The league lead is 2. WAR, Clayton Kershaw, we looked at that. So, yeah. Oh, Musgrove is leading the league here in I guess that's batting appearances, at bats per inning. I don't really know what that stat is, actually. So, yeah, that is how the team is looking right now. So, through the first 2 months, all is relatively pretty fantastic. I would like to improve at second base there. And if we look at this schedule, we have big series coming up. Wow, this is actually stacked. Chicago, St. Louis, who's in our division, the Dodgers, who look like they were the best team in baseball, and then we're going to Chicago to play the Cubs. And then I think Colorado's the second place team out there in the West. They're the second place team out there in the West. So the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 series are all against really good teams. So we'll see how we actually shape up against potential playoff teams. And yeah, I mean, St. Louis is 24 and 27. They're under 500, but I still consider them kind of a threat because they're in our division. So big series coming up. Next episode, we're also going to get to the first-year player draft, which means we will check out how our prospects from the last 2 drafts are doing, and then we'll hopefully draft the future. And yeah, so that'll be it for this episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think of this season. Just let me know what you guys think of Machado. You think he can sustain this or not, or what's going on? Do you think our pitching can hold up their phenomenal stuff through the whole season? It's a long season. I don't know. These guys aren't really like proven. You know what I mean? Like 28, Evaldi's 30 years old is our top age pitcher, so I really don't know if we can hold this down throughout the whole season, but it's going to be a fun adventure to see what happens. So tune in next time, and we'll see you guys, and have a fantastic day.